Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you're tuning in from. This is a BS Buddies podcast. I'm Joe, that's Ian, and Ian has some more snacks. We did
Yes.
we did a video on Universal Yums about a month ago and did fairly well. So he's got some more snacks, and we're a little more prepared this time. Last time it was a little off.
We're
Just
we're 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 kind of more prepared. So last time our box came from Ukraine, and if my blanket could stop falling on me, that would be fantastic. And now I'm dropping my book. You know what, Joe? I'm gonna take that back. I don't think we're prepared at all. Anyways, no, the last box was a bit of a surprise. My wonderful girlfriend did not tell me that she had it coming, but this one I was aware of, and even though we were aware of it, uh, she still ate at least one of the chocolate bars out of it, and I'll be honest, so did I, because I couldn't resist.
at
But
least you didn't get left crumbs like the last time, just crumbs to try.
yes, just some
So we got that
crunch,
going
some
this time.
wafer dust. Yes. So,
Ian Ian showed me just the names and like showed it up to the camera before we did this. And I'm excited to see his reaction to try it. I don't have universal yums, so I'm just a bystander like you guys. We can laugh at Ian.
we got some strange ones today. So our last box came from Ukraine. This box comes from the Baltics, which, for anyone who might not be familiar with the Baltics, that is Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. They sit just to the east of Sweden and just to the north of Poland and Belarus. So sort of in Viking country. We're kind of in the Scandinavian heritage zone, right? A little bit of Eastern European mixed in there, but we got some interesting things to see. Um, I'll tell you this, one of the first things that caught my eye when we opened this box, and the first thing that I'm going to try, and also the least excited to try, is we have long chips, creamy mushroom flavor. This
That's
is
that's the kind of flavor I've been looking for in my chips when I go to the grocery store.
I have to say, I'm not opposed to mushrooms. I do like mushroom. I like mushrooms on my pizza. I like mushrooms with Chinese food. I'm not opposed to mushrooms in any way, shape, or form. Chips. I can't say it's ever a flavor that I have considered for my chips, but apparently it's been quality since 1986. Oh God, the camera can't even see that. There's a little gold lettering right there. Quality since 1986. And we do have some more backstory on this, by the way, so that I can really talk to you guys about this. Mushroom lovers rejoice. Uh that's what it literally said.
I
Mushroom lovers rejoice.
I never thought I'd hear that sentence in my life.
There are over 4,100 mushroom species in Latvia alone. And while only a quarter of the thousands of species are edible, most people know how to pick what's safe, turning them into a staple of Baltic cooking. Now, first of all, 4,100, that's like roughly the same population as the town that we went to school in, Joe. That is
Yes.
one species of mushroom for almost everybody in our town. And secondly, I know this question has been asked before and multiple times with different things, but how did they figure out which mushrooms were safe to eat? You know what
They
I
just
mean?
got the
Like,
city council. They just got them out on tables, one per. And it's like, hey, we're going to do a science experiment. If you survive, we'll give you the good mushrooms.
the town holds a vote, and whoever the least liked guy in town is, he's the one and has to go up and try a different mushroom on the table and tell everybody like, you know, everything's purple, and then he just falls face first into the table. It's like, okay, don't eat those ones.
Second least
Oh,
favorite guy in town. Step right up.
second least favorite. Yeah, you see that funny looking one there? Oh, whoa, I'm on fire. And he just starts taking his clothes off. And they're like, okay, noted. Get him out of here, please. You know, I, s- pi-
That
they,
that's the chip.
this is the chip. It's a long chip. It quite literally is a long chip. The piece of it kind of broke off. I'm starting to think Europeans don't know how to make chips. Like, I don't. d- I'm
Okay,
sorry to any. I'm sorry to any Europeans who might be watching this, but Ukraine had this too. This is not a chip. This is a wafer.
dude,
Okay, chips are
dude.
small, round. You bites right. You crunch them. You don't have whatever this is.
Do you know why they call those chips?
No.
They don't know what a French fry is, so they just name everything chip.
You know, speaking of it, this kind of looks like they took a French fry and they just put it in like a hydraulic press and just mushed it flat. And then they're like, oh yeah, let's sprinkle a little mushroom dust on there. Hope it's not the one that makes you see funny colors. And well, all right, bone app the teeth or whatever the kids say these days.
There it is.
Hmm.
I just want to commend you for almost eating half of it in one go, just full send.
Just single. Hey, look, the only way that you can truly enjoy the flavor of this is full send. So
Good old creamy mushroom long chip.
there's like, oh,
Does it
there's
have the
like
consistency of a mushroom too, the way you're squirming?
not even close. No, I don't think I've ever had a mushroom this crunchy. And if I did, you might as well take me out back and old yeller me because whatever that mushroom is going to do to me will be much, much more unpleasant
Is it like the
than
ones in your background? I just noticed.
I. Ah, that was completely unplanned, but wow, that really fits the theme. No, there's the flavor. How do I describe the flavor? I mean, the chip is like the consistency of a Pringle. So just think of a
Okay.
Pringle. But the flavor, I'm initially hit with this kind of like salty taste, and you're thinking, okay, so this just tastes like a Pringle with a little bit more salt. And then the mushroom flavor hits you, but it's not like a super heavy mushroomy flavor. It's like a very faint,
Like
like
a hint of mushroom?
I don't know. It's like a hint of mushroom. You ever like taken a bite of pizza and you didn't know there was a mushroom on there, and you're like, oh yeah, there's mushroom in this. When you're kind of like trying to determine whether or not you want to keep going, or if it's too much mushroom or not enough. That's
I
kind of what it is. It's like just enough of a hint where you're like, okay, I could see how that's mushroom, but then it's gone, and then it's there, and then it's gone. So
I
I guess.
I want you to know I've never never taken a bite of pizza.
God, that wow.
Did you
That one
just
was
have
a
an
lot of mushroom.
exorcism or
I think that one went through the mushroom duster a couple of times. That
uh,
that one was some heavy mushroom flavor there.
I was going to
You
say
know, I'm
I've
happy that they gave me these little smiling mushrooms here in the corner to really sell me on the flavor of this.
I was going to say I've never eaten a piece of pizza, specifically stopped halfway through to be like, "Is that mushroom?" Chew. Oh, that's mushroom. Should I continue eating this pizza that I bought that I knew had mushrooms on it specifically?
Well, that's good. I'm glad because if it had mushrooms on it and you didn't order them, I might probably go back to that pizza place and be like, "Hey, my man, your ingredients fella got some things mixed up." Apparently, they make mushroom cookies over there in Lithuania. And no, they're not mushroom flavored. It's literally just a cookie that is shaped like a mushroom. This will be kind of hard to show.
Oh
Oh
boy.
boy. That is really difficult. I don't know if you can do some zoom in work on that there, Joe, but
Probably
right there,
not.
it
So,
looks like a mushroom, but that's a cookie.
does it taste like a cookie or does it taste like a mushroom? Well, I guess then it would just be a mushroom.
mushroom. These Lithuanian treats are made with sour cream and poppy seeds. What kind of cookies are you making over there? Okay, all right, we're gonna move on because that's something else. Okay, here's one that we already ate. This is the one that my girlfriend really liked. Pergale, Pergale, not entirely sure.
Pergola.
Pergala. Pergola. Pergola milk chocolate with cookie filling. Literally just a chocolate bar that had like this vanilla wafer thing in the middle, and that was pretty darn good. Think vanilla wafer dipped in chocolate, like almost to a T. It was fantastic. I really liked it.
Solid.
And now we have No Meta. This is the one that I showed you earlier. No Meta with apple puree and nuts. Chocolate and nuts meet tangy apple. True to the Baltic tenet of living off the land, this apple-filled chocolate bar utilizes one of Lithuania's 1,000 different types of apples. Oh my god, how many different types of...
of
Yeah.
everything?
What are they classifying? Are they okay? Now, are these actually different apples? Or are they looking at it going, this one has spot. This one has no spot. Different apple.
Yeah, they have just one big apple tree for
Yeah.
the whole country.
Just one gigantic tree sticks out in like a park, and it's a different apple grows on every branch. Okay, so it's pretty standard looking chocolate bar.
Doesn't taste like mushroom, does it?
Wow, that is what a flavor. What a flavor that is. Wow. Okay, so it's a wafer. It's a wafer for sure dipped in chocolate. The filling, it's like an apple filling. How do I explain that? It's not like a regular it's like a taffy almost. Like a gel. Oatmeal. You ever had those little you ever had
Just kind of tastes like apple. 10-second pause. Oatmeal.
you ever you ever had like apple cinnamon oatmeal or
No.
whatever, and they got those little apple chunks? Oh, hello. We have our resident food expert. The dog has come down to see what I'm eating. And you get like those little chunks of apple and you bite into them and they're like sour for some reason. That's kind of what it is. It's hard to see, but it's got like this weird tangy apple filling going on.
I can't say that I know what that's like because I don't eat oatmeal, unfortunately.
It's like a jelly. It's like a I
Like
don't
a
know. It's not.
chocolate bar with jelly filling,
Yeah, like it is
like
just a
a
wafer
Bismarck, but as a
as
granola
a
bar.
wafer. As a wafer cookie, I guess. I don't know. The center has got like this tartness to it. I didn't realize when they said tangy, they meant tangy. Oh, here we go. Goody. These are my favorites. Gelissimo. I think that's what it is. Gelissimo. It's a black currant and melon. Super saft, super saft, super soft, black,
Super saft.
super saft. I don't know what super saft is, but it's something. Black currant and melon jelly candy. Back in the days when the Baltic countries were occupied by the USSR, got dark. It would have been difficult to get
Jeez.
fruits like the flavors found in this candy. People would have to line up to get any fruit that wasn't an apple, and it was never guaranteed that you'd go home with anything. Oh my God. We're going down a dark history lesson here. Luckily, times have changed, and just about anyone can enjoy these melons and black currants.
Enjoy those
Um,
melons, Ian.
yeah, I'm gonna enjoy those melons. So it's just a little gummy candy here, and yeah, they're very soft, very chewy, and they're fantastic. Absolutely love them. It's kind of, I mean, I could say the flavor is black currant, but it'd be a duh. It's definitely got more on like the melon side, but like as far as melon flavored things go, it's pretty common with what we have here in the U.S. Like think of melon flavored like gummy candy. Kind of tastes like that. Now we have Lama Chewy Cola candy.
Good
This is
name when you
one
start
I've
off
been...
with Lama.
Yeah, Lama. Laima. Lama. Extra chewy candy with a bubbly twist. A 2019 study found that only 9% of adults living in the Baltics drink soda daily. Makes sense after a bite of this uber chewy candy with a great cola kick. Who needs the real thing? I mean, I feel like that study's a little biased because, like, I drink pop, but I don't drink soda daily. You know what I
Yeah, same
mean?
here.
I have one once in a while, but I don't drink it daily. It looks like a pill. This is not what I expected when I saw cola flavored candy. I thought it was going to be like brown. This looks like a pill. This looks like the pill Mr. Krabs takes.
Oh,
All
I
right.
hate the pill.
Oh my God. That's not cola. I don't know who told these guys that was cola, but that's not cola.
What is it?
It's
Chalk?
it started out as ginger beer, and now it's morphed into like Sprite. I think I'm getting like a Sprite taste out of that. That is. I'm sorry everyone's hearing my wonderful chewing. You can go through and put music over that so nobody has to hear that, Joe.
Oh, thanks. That's
There's I don't know how to, it's tangy. It's like tart, but it's like a really tart tasting Sprite. Imagine like Sprite, but it didn't get enough sugar. Imagine if you had like a
McDonald's Sprite.
Sprite flavored Kool-Aid packet, and you made a glass and you poured the powder in there, but you didn't add any sugar. You just drank that. I don't
Ugh.
necessarily think it's bad. It's just tart. It's quite tart. Oh, we made it to my favorite one so far. My other favorite one. The lentil snack maple bacon. These things I had to really, really resist to keep from eating these things. They are literally maple bacon flavored lentils, and it's like a little chip thing, like Chex Mix. And
Now that looks like a
I
French fry.
I really wish I could give you one of these, Joe, because like these, I don't think not even maple bacon tastes this much like maple bacon. Like they did a really good job with these. These are really good tasting. And it's made by Oho.
Oh ho.
Oho.
Oh ho.
Oho. That's the sound you make when you put it in your mouth the first time. You're like, oh, maple bacon. Let's see how well it does. Oho. That is maple bacon. Okay, making our way through the list here. Grandma's legendary wafer cookie. Okay, that's this thing here. Holy schmolikins. Oh god, this thing is humongous. Now, once again, we have more of a
Jeez.
yeah, and that was half the package too. My girlfriend had the other half of the package. This is half of one. Pretty big chocolate cover on there, and like a jelly center filling on that thing. So, mm. Ooh, that's got like a nice coffee taste to it. That's a what do they describe for that? This waffle comes straight out of a. Why is that in parentheses? It's in parentheses. This waffle comes straight out of a grandma's kitchen. So really, when the bakers at GrainX were working on new product concepts, one of their employees asked his grandmother to make a homemade batch of her caramel stuffed waffles for inspiration. Instead, her exact recipe became their product. Wow,
That's
that's
cool.
that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of got like this coffee, or like if you ever had a toffee, the hard, crunchy
Yeah.
peanut brittle type stuff. Yeah, this it's really good. That's fantastic. I like that. If you like coffee flavored things, that's the thing for you. It tastes exactly like okay, let me preface this. Not black coffee. Okay, think like frappe from McDonald's. So,
That's fair.
coffee with sugar. Okay, what are we making our way to next? Um, uh, here's one we burned through right away because they were too good and I didn't stop myself. The Adazu dill potato chips. They had these potato chips that were seasoned with dill. Think like dill pickle. And they were phenomenal. I think I finished that whole bag in about 5 minutes. It didn't help that I was hungry when I opened the thing up too. Uh, look at here. They make a pun. It's a big deal in Baltic home cooking. In the same
Wow.
way that garlic is used in other parts of the world, dill is that one spice home cooks always return to. Yeah, apparently dill is a real popular spice over there in the Baltics. I don't blame them. It's pretty fantastic chips. I don't really have anything to show you the picture. Kinda, if it'll go for you. Right there, just a green package. They
Oh,
look like Ruffles. They're wavy. They tasted like potato chips. They were good. Oh yes, we made it to the Gotinas. You ready,
how,
Joe? You
how many
chant with
more you
me?
got left?
Gotina.
How many
Uh,
snacks did it come with?
the only one that's left is the mango-filled chocolate, and I already ate that one, and that one was kind of weird. So,
Mm.
and these are the Gotina. Oh, here we go. It's got Baltic language on that. I don't know what that's called. Skriveru. R. Zeminu Garsu. Totally butchered that. And it is a chewy fudge bursting with fruity flavor and apparently wrapped in an indestructible wrapper that is not meant to be. Mm, yeah. So this one was really cool, actually. So it's fudge, as you see here. It's
Okay.
straight up fudge, but it's not a chocolate flavor. It's a fruit flavored fudge. I thought that was really cool. And this one is fresh berries, I guess. I'm figuring it was going to tell me a specific berry, but just fresh berries. I guess this is all the fruits they couldn't identify after they got done with all the mushrooms and apples, and they looked at it and they were like, "What are these called?" Ah, I don't know, man. I'm tired. Just fresh berries. They're berries. Just call them berries. Very, very soft. Very easy to chew. Mm.
Solid.
This one's definitely black currant. I'll taste the black currant. Was fantastic. And like I said, the very last one was our pergola dark chocolate with mango filling. I'm not a big particular fan of dark chocolate with mango in it to begin with. So trying that
Yeah,
one was an odd flavor combination, but
for
I
me,
managed to kind of make my way through that one. And
chocolate and fruit mixed, I can't stand. For some reason, just never has appealed to me.
yeah, the dark chocolate was really good. It was really like savory, lots of flavor in there, but then like the mango filling hit your tongue and it was just kind of like this weird like I don't know. To me there are certain flavor combos that make sense. And mango and chocolate, especially dark chocolate was not one of those cuz dark chocolate is I don't know, more on the bitter side of chocolate and mango is so like tangy and sweet and it was just this clash in my head that made my head hurt. Although I will say I didn't flinch nearly as hard as when I tried those mushroom chips. So
Yeah, that was a
uh,
sight to see.
that was something else.
Well,
And that is all we have for the foods in here. I just want to point out real quick before we end this because they have some what the I'm sorry, I'm just flipping through this book. They have a few things on here where they give you a list of some recipes or like some foods or drinks, and then they ask if you think they're real or not. And apparently, a dessert thing, I think, rye bread is real popular in the Baltics. You know what rye bread is, Joe?
I think so.
That is your, I believe that is in your sourdoughs of bread. It's the kind of bread that's got a bit more of a bittery taste to it. And apparently they have fried rye bread chips. Those are real. Sweet rye bread soup. uh, Rye bread parfait.
Ugh.
Okay. And fermented rye bread soda. And that was the one that made me chuckle because fermented rye bread soda. You know what that's called? Beer. That's just a beer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They make their beer out of rye bread. Just call it what it is. It's a beer soda. It's a beer soda made out of rye bread. But that is our snacks that we got from from the Baltics, and I have to say overall pretty tasty. I'm just glad they didn't send me any actual mushrooms because I don't know what I would have done.
What's your rating out of 10?
I think my rating for this guy is a solid 8 out of 10. Some of the mango chocolates were a little weird, and the mushroom chips, while not terrible, are definitely jarring to get used to. So I'm gonna give this one a solid 8 out of 10. Baltics, you got some pretty good food, but please learn how to make a chip bite size.
That's fair. Uh, with that, I think that
Go ahead.
about does it.
Go ahead.
Um, if you want to, watch with me, Ian try more weird snacks, let us know down below with a like and comment, follow, subscribe, all that. Become a bud today. And we'll see you next time when Ian doesn't eat mushroom snacks.
Mushroom, you know what? I'll have them send me some of those mushroom cookies made with sour cream and poppy seeds, and we'll see what that's all about. But
That's fair.
thanks everyone for stopping by. And in the meantime, take her easy now.